Today, I'm wearing a nice shirt. So you may be wondering, why am I wearing a nice shirt? Well, the nice shirt goes with the nice new... Yeah, okay, I'm not giving it away quite yet. I did it... The year of those bangs, New Year's Eve is coming up. You know, when I was younger, I really liked it. But these days, like the firecrackers, they're not firecrackers anymore. They're like atomic bombs. It's the kind of stuff that you blow up houses with, man. What the hell is going on? Stop it. So what I was gonna say is, yeah, I did a very sort of big thing yesterday. A thing that really kicked my savings account in the teeth, like you don't wanna know. So let's just do a little countdown, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in my new Lexus. Yeah, that feels really grown up to say that. A Lexus. Who would have thought? Not me. Honestly, not me. I always thought these cars were way out of my budget, but apparently if you work hard and save hard, things can happen. Now, this is not a new Lexus. By far, it's not a new Lexus. It has its marks. It has a few scratches, a few minor dents. Not very bad or anything, but if it would have been like in mint condition, I would have never been able to buy and drive a car like this. So I am at peace with that. I accept that. It's okay, because I am so happy with this. I've been driving it now for like 1.5 days. It's more comfortable than my own living room. I just want to live here. I can just be here for, I'm not even gonna go home anymore. I'm just gonna drive until the tank's empty, and then I'm gonna fill up and I'm gonna drive some more. Now, I know what you're thinking, right? I mean, the Tiburon, the Coupe, it was a cool car. And I don't want to bash that car because I've been with that car for 1.5 years. But the thing is, it just started to wear me out. It was really noisy. On the highway, if you were doing like 60, 70 miles an hour, so like 120 kilometers an hour, you would hear a lot of wind noise, but also the engine would be revving at like 3,600 RPM. In an engine that wasn't really soothing to listen to. It was always like really... Last night when we drove home in the Lexus, I was going 140. I think that's like, what, 80 miles an hour? I could whisper. People who are used to driving like more luxury cars like BMWs and stuff like that, and Mercedes, whatever, for them it's normal like to be able to have like this really quiet, calm, soothing car to be in. But for me, this was like a door to a new dimension. Like, I didn't even know this was possible. So yeah, I'm a simple guy, but hey, who cares? I'm happy. So let's do a short exterior of the car. Oh wait, no, first the interior. I'll show you some of the options. I'm gonna start the engine because that looks really cool. And a start-stop button. This is so cool! I love this. Look at this. Oh, that looks good. So this is all the navigation, blah blah. Oh, sorry. Another thing, the audio, the hi-fi system. Holy cow. So it has built-in navigation. I haven't really figured out how to use it. I don't know if it's really up to date. Automatic climate control, automatic whatever, automatic everything. Something that I really like is this, heated seats, but also cooling. So in wintertime, you can have your butt really nice and warm. And in summertime, you can have your butt and back really cool. Awesome. And of course, it is an automatic. No more shifting gears. Hell yeah. And I actually haven't even tried this yet, but you can also do the flipper thing. It has like these flippers to shift gears with. So I don't know if that's going to be of any use, but might be cool. I never thought it would have this, but I love it. I mean, this is like, it's a gimmick. If you put the car in reverse, look what happens. I'm reversing and I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's do the exterior of the car. I like these wheels, by the way. I really like them. They're not perfect. Here you go. This is what I mean by not perfect. But, I mean, that's okay. Unfortunately, somebody decided to do this with a key or something. So I think I'm going to try and fix this. I don't know if it's going to be expensive. And on the back here, you can see this small dent. Now let's go for a drive. Another thing that is not perfect about this car is that it has a small sort of rattling sound somewhere in the dash. And I guess you notice it more because this car is so extremely quiet. So when a car is as quiet as this, then any little tick or rattle, even if it's like minimal sound, you're gonna notice it. But still, listen how quiet it is in here. So the driving position I think is really nice. It has electric seats, so also like the power this car has, I think it does 0 to 60 in about 8 seconds. So a little faster than the coupe, and I didn't think the coupe was that slow to start with. So I mean 0 to 60 in 8 seconds for me is just fine. This is what I'm saying now, by the way. Maybe like in 2 or 3 years I'll be like, oh, I want a car that does 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Not that I'll be able to afford one, but whatever. My God, the ride quality in this car, it is just... Also the steering is like really precise. Like you don't really have to correct a lot. It's so easy to drive this car. It's so easy. Now I'm driving on a road that is a little bit less comfortable, and now you can hear some of the rattling. It's tiny, but you can hear it. I don't know where it's coming from, but maybe I can figure it out. Or maybe somebody who sees this has a tip for me, like where is this rattling noise coming from? If it's easy to fix, tell me, give me a comment. I would appreciate that. I mentioned this before, but the sound system in this car, like the quality and the bass and the sound, you're not going to be able to hear this very well because it's camera sound, but I'm just going to give you a little example. It is so good. Obviously, nothing can be perfect, and nothing has to be perfect. Maybe like when I'm driving this car for a longer period of time, I'm gonna notice some things that bother me or that I don't like. But so far, it's just heaven. It is just heaven for me. Especially if you're coming from a car that is sort of like a rude monster. I'm sorry, like if you're a Tiburon owner and you're watching this video, please do not be upset with me, because the Tiburon, the Hyundai Coupe, it is a cool car and it is not a bad car. It is just not the kind of car that I want to be driving anymore. That's all. It's just a matter of personal opinion, personal preference. That's all. And a Lexus IS 250. That name, by the way, IS. Not really great at this point. And also this engine, like it is so smooth. You don't accelerate like in a jerky or aggressive annoying mode. Also rear wheel drive. This is my first ever car that I've owned that has rear wheel drive, but it's an automatic car and it's not a like crazy powerful car. So I don't expect to be drifting around corners with this car. Okay, so this video is getting a little bit long. Personally, I'm not a big fan of videos that take very long. But this video might have been a little bit longer because I needed to talk about the car and my first impressions, which so far are amazing. Anyways, oh wait, I need to brake for this bicycle here. I don't want to kill the bicycle, man. Man on the bicycle, I don't want to kill you. And I don't want to scratch my car more because it already has a scratch. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this first Lexus video. And hey, give me a comment. What do you think about the car? Do you think it's a nice looking car? Do you think it's a cool car? Or do you think I'm just a douchebag for buying this? Hey, if you think I'm a douchebag, that's okay. I don't mind because I'm really happy with this car. Thank you guys for watching and see you in another video. Peace. La 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 la, driving a Lexus, oh it feels so good, it feels so good to be driving a Lexus.